I would like to introduce you to the opportunity of a lifetime. Now, if you're like most people, I'm sure you're tired of being kicked in the teeth by this economy. And I don't have to tell you about it because it's affecting every single person I know. And as the government continues to print money like a runaway freight train, and it seems like the cost of everything continues to rise, it just makes life so much more challenging. And if you have your money in the bank or you're looking at putting your money in the bank, you know as well as I do that there's like no returns. The interest rates, the return that you can get on your money is practically zero. So what do you do? Well, I was like everyone else in that I needed more revenue, but I was way too busy doing everything that I had to be doing to really stop and listen. So a while back, maybe 2 months ago, an acquaintance of mine contacted me by Skype and said, Doyle, you really need to take a look at this program. I tell you, I glanced at it very quickly. I didn't understand it, and I was getting ready to go out of town, so I just brushed it off and let it pass. Then about 4 or 5 weeks later, another friend of mine contacted me and said, Doyle, you won't believe this program. You really need to look at it. And I said, all right, I've got a little bit of time now, so I'll take a look at it. I checked out what I'm going to show you right now in a moment. And then I Skyped my acquaintance back and asked him how he was doing in this program. His reply was he had made somewhere between $35,000 and $36,000 in about 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, something like that. And that absolutely blew my mind. So I figured, boy, I really should stop and listen. So here's the thing. What if instead of making basically nothing on your money in the bank, what if you could earn up to 6.5% a day on your money each and every day from a legitimate business model? Does that sound interesting? I bet it does. And it gets even better. You can get started for as little as $5. Where have you heard that before? There are no monthly fees, no autoship. There's no recruiting or no required recruiting. You can, but you don't have to at all. And there's no selling. So none of the traditional things. You don't have to call friends and family and get phone calls from people if you choose not to. It's very, very, very simple. We get paid daily. So you get paid every single day. You can take your earnings out every week, and it only requires a $50 minimum to get paid. So, okay already, what is it? What are you talking about? Well, introducing a new company called Hourly Rev Share. And the name is exactly what it implies. They share their revenue, and they share it with its members on an hourly basis. You've never seen anything like this. This company is only about 4 months old, and it's been taking off like a rocket. It's a worldwide global company. They do a number of things that produce a tremendous amount of revenue for the company. First of all, they are experts in Forex trading, and all that is foreign currency exchange. It's pretty complicated as trading the various currencies all around the world, but I'm telling you, as an industry, that industry is bigger than many of the stock exchanges put together. It is a ginormous industry. And if you know what you're doing, the amount of money that you can make on a daily basis is absolutely staggering. So the company produces a lot of revenue through Forex trading. They additionally are in online advertising. And you know that online advertising is a multi-billion-dollar global marketplace. And they have a tremendous web presence, and they get paid lots of money from many, many different online advertisers. So that's another source of income. And they also do corporate sponsorships, and they have a number of corporate sponsors that are very lucrative, very profitable to help them grow their business. So that's where the funds come from. So through these various enterprises that they operate, we make absolutely massive profits. And the good news is we share them with our members. And I love this saying. It's Albert Einstein. He says, compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. And that's what this program really is all about. So I love this part about it. The company headquarters and the owner is based in Berlin, Germany. Okay? The website servers are in England. The administrative offices are in New Zealand, south of Australia, and the company is registered in a small island called Nevis Island in St. Kitts in the Caribbean. And Nevis Island is one of the most protected, one of the most strongest places to form a company that you can form in the entire world. It's very private, very, very secure place. So the people behind this company are very intelligent, they're very smart, and they've structured this from day one in one of the smartest ways I've seen a company get structured. So that's a very important part of this whole program. And then if you're not familiar with Alexa, Alexa is the recognized ranking service of all websites really in the world. So I'm not exactly sure, but like Google, Facebook, YouTube are probably 1, 2, 3, rank 1, 2, and 3 in the entire planet. Well, Hourly Rev Share, like I said, has only been in business for about 4 months, and their Alexa rank is already at like 2,600 of all the websites in the planet. That's how popular our website is, and it's growing very, very rapidly. So that means more members, more searches, and more ad revenue because the company is growing so rapidly. So we do have a few interview questions that you must pass before you would be able to participate in this program. First one, pretty tough. Do you have $5 to get started? Yes or no? Are you okay with only having to do minimal work? All right. And then can you follow simple instructions and spend a few minutes a month making a few clicks on a website? So if you answered yes to all of those questions, then you absolutely qualify for this amazing simple business. So this is how it works. What members do is they purchase ad packs, and that's short for advertising packets. So you actually purchase these advertising packets. You can do banner ads and you can do text ads with these ads that you purchase. You can advertise anything you want. If you have a brick and mortar, landed business, you can advertise that. If you have any kind of a internet business or an affiliate program of any type, you can advertise that. But the key is you don't have to advertise anything. So it's available if you want to advertise, but if you choose not to, you can absolutely not advertise and still get maximum earnings from this program. So you have three options. You can choose anywhere from $5 to $2.95, and if you do that, then your earnings will be at 4.5% a day. If you choose to start with $300 to $995 worth of ad packs, you'll earn 5.5% a day for 30 days. And then if you start with anywhere from 1,000, and this is 10,000 at a time, but you can actually go up to 25,000 is the cap if you wish, then you will max out at the 6.5% per day earnings with the VIP plan. So this is really amazing. So that's it. You go in, you join, you set up an e-wallet with Solid Trust Pay, you purchase your ad packs, and that's it. There's nothing else you need to do. There are no ads to place. There's no products to buy, no products to sell, no monthly auto ship, nothing at all that you need to do except, and a lot of people are saying, here it comes, here's the hooker, here's the key, what it is. But with this program, really and truly, you just sit back and relax. There's nothing else to do. You can go sit on the beach. You can spend time with your family. You can do anything you want because there is no work, no daily work required whatsoever. And that is what's so cool about it. And now you are actually earning money 24/7, even while you sleep. I don't know about you, but to me, that has got to be the most restful, peaceful way in the world to sleep, knowing that when you wake up, you will have more money than you had when you went to sleep. What a great way to do it. So like we said, you never have to sponsor anyone or share this with a single person if you choose not to. It's perfectly fine. However, if you are aggressive and if you would like to greatly enhance your earning power, then the company provides a percentage that you override that you can get on people that you share it with. So depending on what level they come in, so the 4.5%, 5.5%, 6.5%. So let's just say that you brought in a friend and that friend was personally sponsored by you, then you would earn 8% of their earnings. And then you would, if that person brought somebody in, you'd get 5% of their earnings and 3% of the third line earnings, and then various rates as you can see here based on what levels that they come in at. I'm going to tell you this. When I first looked at this, those numbers seemed fairly small to me, and I did not appreciate how significant they were. But I can tell you, after having been in this business only a very short period of time, but having shared it with some others, those numbers are staggering, and they can make an enormous amount of business in your daily earning capacity. But more on that later. So our team is called the Diamond Destiny Team. The individual 2 levels above me is put together this team. It's one of the most successful teams in all of HRS, Hourly Rev Share. One of the members on our team, we affectionately call him Mr. X. He's a former Wall Street commodities trader and one of those super smart, kind of nerdy math guys that really knows math. He's come up with a program, calls it a looping program, that actually maximizes your earnings. And if you go and look at this on the YouTube and other places like that, you will clearly see that people who just simply join the program, and if they don't know and understand this looping program, the returns that they will have at the end of 30 days or any period of time are significantly less than the returns that you would otherwise get if you followed our looping program. It's very simple to follow. We spell it out for you step by step. But however, it's only for our team members. So if you join someone else's team, this is private, confidential information for our team only. If you join someone else's, we cannot obviously share the looping system with you unless you are anywhere on our team. In addition to that, we have put together a team members training site. Now, there's not that much to this business to train on other than the getting started, kind of the few first steps to get started, how to set up your e-wallet with Solid Trust Pay, and then how to follow the steps to the looping system to maximize your earnings. However, instead of you spending time, if you choose to share it with other people and sponsor people, instead of you spending your time telling people the same thing over and over, you can simply direct them to our team training site that will tell them everything that they need to know, and it will take 0 of your time. So again, we put this together to help our team members to make life easy and help them grow their business faster and better like that. So let's take a look at a number of examples. How would you like to make $1,000 a day in only 95 days from today? So, and this is just one of many examples. So let's say you started with 1,000 ad packs. That would cost you $1,000. And if you use our looping system and follow the exact methods that we tell you, by the way, it will honestly take you probably 3 or 4 minutes a month to do this. So it's very short. Then at the end of 95 days, you will have grown your cash rebate balance to a level where you can start pulling out $1,000 a day and have your rebate balance continue to grow and increase, so it will never diminish and finally go to 0. And friends, I don't have to tell you, $30,000 a month in 95 days. That's amazing. The thing that fired me up about this is it's just math. It seems like every other program out there, the crux of it goes to, well, this is the program, and if you get 2, and if they get 2, and they get 2, that kind of thing. Or if you go out and you sell so much a month, and you get your people to sell so much a month, then you can make this and you can make that. Well, those ifs are the things that stop probably 95% of people from making any real money in those other programs. This is just math. It's predictable, and it really works. So we have 4 different examples I'm going to show you from. These are actual team members on the Diamond Dynasty team. This individual started the 13th of March, and he put $14,000 in, which is more than most, but you get there a lot quicker. His account balance after 30 days was $28,000. 28,000 times 6.5% a day and is 1820. You can only withdraw 70% of your earnings there. So he was pulling out $1,274 cash a day out. That's $38,000 a month, or annualized $458,000 a year. That is truly amazing. Here's another example of an individual who joined February 21, put $8,000 in. After 30 days, had a cash balance of $25,000, was able to pull out $1,137 profit a day, $34,000 a month, or over $400,000 a year annualized. Another example joined mid-February with $3,000, and you can see here they were able to pull out $386 a day profit. So that's $11,500 a month, or $138,000 a year in that short a period of time, starting with only $3,000. And the last one, real quick, joined on Valentine's Day, put $2,000 in, and is now, or after 30 days, rather, these numbers have changed a lot because they change every day, but is pulling out over $300 cash a day, which is $9,000 a month, or over $100,000 a year. And again, it's just math, and it's absolutely amazing. Last example, Mr. X. I was actually talking with him the other night, and he told me this, and this is one of 1,000 scenarios that you can do. But he said, here's the thing. If you took $3,000, and let's just say you started the first of the month to make it easy, in 14 days, your cash balance would be $14,000. So between the 15th and the 21st and a half day of that month, you could take out your initial $3,000 amount of money that you put in to buy ad packs. So maybe you take out $1,000 on the 15th, and a couple of days later $1,000 pull out, and then maybe on the 21st pull out $1,000. So on 30 days later, on the first of the next month, your cash balance would be $8,000, and then 62 days from day one, when you first started, your cash balance would have grown to $34,000, and then you can begin pulling out $1,000 a day and have your cash balance continue to grow and grow. And friends, I'm going to tell you, I see a lot of things. This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. And I can tell you, from the time that me and the people on my team have joined, it pays every hour, on the hour, like clockwork, as predictable as anything you've ever seen. They actually have customer service where you can email, you can Skype them, and they are responsive. They get back to you. The company, very positive people, very caring people, and I've been thoroughly impressed with the company and the way they conduct themselves. And I'm going to tell you, the timing is perfect. Like I said earlier, the company is only 4 months old. There's only approximately 40,000 people in the entire planet that are in this company right now. So I don't think the timing could be any better. Imagine where you could be if you choose to get started at the beginning of the launch of this company. And imagine as the company gets hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. And imagine the time. If you let the time value of money work for you, imagine where you can be in only a short period of time down the road. So think about this. And I had an individual ask me, he says, Doyle, he says, is there risk in this? And I want to be right up front and tell you, absolutely. There is risk in just about anything and everything you do in life. And I'm telling you, if you buy a stock or a mutual fund or anything else that you do, there is total risk in that. So you could buy X number dollar amount of ad packs, and if the company were to go bust, yes, you could lose all your money, and that would be a bummer. But it shouldn't change your life, because we strongly encourage people to only put in an amount that they could afford to lose. You should not put any amount above amount that, if you lost it, it would not be great. You wouldn't be happy about it, but it would not, you'd still eat, you'd still make your payments, and it wouldn't ruin your life. But the best case scenario is, if it really works, for most people, this kind of money absolutely positively will change your life, and that's the key. That's the important part. So we would love to have you join us. You can set up a free account right now. This program does have the potential to produce life-changing income. So if you have questions, if you'd like to go ahead and get started, or if you have questions or whatever, feel free to contact me. You can call me. My number is there on the screen. You can shoot me an email, or you could even Skype me. Just let me know your questions, or say, I'm ready to get started. Give me your link, and you can sign up. You want to make sure you sign up under the right person, and you want to make sure that you join the right team that has the benefits to offer you. So thanks so much for listening. Please do yourself a favor and really give this a little bit of thought, and see if it's right for you. If it's not right for you, then that's perfectly fine. No worries at all. But if it is, this is a very powerful program indeed. So thanks so much, and we look forward to talking with you soon.